Googans. Hello, friends. Dan Hicken here with all things Jacksonville sports this weekend. Lots to talk about as we roll into football season. We always start with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who would have thunk it? Did you? This good, this fast? And the stats tell us how good they're going to be. It's fun to find all the different ratings and see Jacksonville in the top 10. But what I like to see is something I can really sink my teeth into and understand. I'm not a very smart guy, so when you get into those analytics, I get lost. Like they start throwing DVOA at me and stuff like that, I throw it aside. But what I will tell you is this: number one run defense in the NFL. Number one run defense in the NFL. 55 yards a game. What I will tell you is this: Jaguars are only giving up 12.7 points per game. Fourth in the NFL. What I will tell you is this: top 7 in offense, top 7 in defense. Those are numbers that I can sink my teeth into. Point differential, number 2 overall in the NFL at plus 46. Plus 8 turnovers, plus 7 in turnover differential. A lot of good things happening for the Jaguars statistically that indicate to us that they're a good football team. Now, if you just watch the game, you know how good they are. Man, oh man. Big challenge this weekend. Philadelphia Eagles, probably one of the favorites now in the NFC, MVP candidate. But I'll tell you one thing, and Jalen Hurts is who I was going to say. I'll tell you one thing. Jags match up good against Jalen Hurts because they're fast enough to kind of keep him in the pocket. And look, he's improved his throwing tremendously, but if you can take away the run element, I think you have a chance. And I think the Jags will be in it in the fourth quarter. You watch. You'll see. They're a good football team. They're going to win some football games this year. Ooh, so exciting in Jacksonville. All right, as for the college teams, I'll do this quickly. Gators, no moral victories. Refuse to buy into that. You beat Tennessee 16 out of 17. You want it to be 17 out of 18. Billy Napier has a lot of work to do. Billy Napier has a lot of recruiting to do, and he's doing it. I trust Billy Napier. I like the plan. I was with a lot of you. Why are they going for 2? And I look back, and the explanation made a little bit of sense to me. I'm okay with it. If you think like, look, we don't want to go to overtime in Knoxville, but personally, I'm all for extending the game. So if you kick the point after, and then all of a sudden you just got a field goal to tie, then you get into overtime, who knows what can happen. That would have been me, but like I said, I get what Billy Napier is trying to do, especially this year. The most pleasant surprise, Anthony Richardson played great football. Look, that's the kind of Anthony Richardson the Gators are going to need. The most disturbing part of the game, defense is bad. It has been bad. They were bad against South Florida. They were bad the second half against Utah. They were bad the whole game against Tennessee. A lot of work to do on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think they have the horses. Scheme's okay, I guess, from everybody I've talked to. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes going forward. Here's my take on Florida. They can win every game left on their schedule except for Georgia. And they could lose a lot of games left on their schedule. Okay, so including Georgia. So that's my thought on Florida. FSU, good times. Wake Forest, looks like they're going to play a big game. Wake Forest, NC State, Clemson. These 3 games will tell us what kind of team FSU has. They win 2 out of 3. They're a really good football team. Jordan Travis is a real deal. Got a lot better. Mike Norvell trending up. Everything's hunky-dory. Lose all 3? Not that excited. Win 1 out of 3 on schedule. Listen, I think they can win 2 out of 3. I really do. I think FSU is a pretty good football team. So we'll see going forward. Because of the hurricane, and again, everybody, please be safe. That's number 1, especially down south, but even here as well. But because of the hurricane, high school football is not going to happen much this week. A lot of makeup dates. But I did get to watch University Christian in Providence. And I'll tell you this, University Christian is a really good team. I look forward to watching UC Trinity and probably twice. They'll meet in the regular season, and they'll probably meet again in the playoffs. 2 really good football teams, 2 really good football programs. That's one that you'll want to mark your calendars for. UC-TC should be a great game. UC is fast. They got a lot of fast players. And Oral Gray might be the best running back in the city this year. So shout out to him. He's committed already to Middle Tennessee. That's all the time we have. Thanks for hanging out again. Be safe, be sound, pay attention. And we'll talk to you next time on Jacksonville's Weekend in Sports.